with you tonight. I will be very grateful to be here tomorrow night and Thursday night to bring small groups of people who mean so much to this community and who have allowed this project over the last 2 years to come to fruition, and certainly at the right time, not only to welcome the 250 ELC students who were supposed to be here, another 85 first graders who were not expected, and has made a great difference in terms of just the first 40 days of school. Who thought that 40 days was a big deal? But it's a big deal that we got through 40 days of school. And we are very, very grateful to be here tonight. Zeh hayom asah Hashem, nagila v'nismech avo. 3 years ago, this program will be brief. We really want to just say thank you and to allow you to get back. 3 years ago, I called Nathan Kahn, and I said, yes, we should really say thank you to Nathan Kahn for all that he does for this community. And I pretty much said, can you come over and check something out with me? He's like, okay, I'll be there in 14 minutes. And then we spent about 7 minutes surveying the space and another 7 minutes speaking about the old building. And I think we both agreed that it was time. And then we called Tom Winter, the architect that we worked with. And then we asked Nick Fada to come in. Nick. And I'm pretty sure, like, that's how it happened. We took out a napkin. And we said, all right, 12,000 square feet. We'll make it into 36,000 square feet. We still don't know if it's 36 or 42, but it's somewhere in between. Same with the budget. But that's the way things get done in this community. And there are people, I think tonight, the theme of tonight is really people who have been connected to this school for literally generations and just make things happen in an incredible way. This morning, we commemorated Kristallnacht with our students, and some of you were there virtually. We had a beautiful dedication of our Beit Midrash to Mr. Ludwig and Mrs. Lottie Zichron Livracha Bravman. We heard from Mr. Bravman about his own experience. He told me last night that he can remember that night, November 9th, November 10th, 1938. He remembers it like yesterday. They tried to destroy us by destroying our buildings first, because symbols and buildings matter. The truth is, and we know this, they're not the most important thing. We pray without a Beit HaMikdash. We never make the mistake of making the buildings more central than the people. But they matter. They enhance what we do with kids. They allow creativity to be unlocked. They allow children and people to flourish. So they matter. In this week's Parsha, when Eliezer, the servant of Abraham, was sent to find a match for Yitzchak, he says to Abraham, Ulai lo toveh ha'isha, maybe she won't want to come with me. And Rashi says Ulai is written without a vav, and he was trying to hint Elai, not maybe, but Elai, she will come to me, without that vav. But I think that what Rashi is teaching us is that ulai, when you say maybe, when you inject doubt into something that you're trying to do, then you actually put the whole enterprise in jeopardy. When you say maybe, that actually means and maybe not. When you say maybe, you stop believing in yourself and you stop believing in your community. And when you say maybe, sometimes you lose energy to keep on going. Nathan, for the 15 years that I have worked with you, you have inspired me with your responses to the obstacles. And you like to say, when someone says, we can't do that, that's not possible, you say, this is America. And sometimes we actually get that done. And that's an amazing thing, and it's an amazing attitude. Nathan, I don't know if there's any connection between your love of glass in our buildings and the night that we remember tonight and today and yesterday? I don't know. But I know that it's an incredible thing to build a building with so much openness and to open that to a community and to kids and to little kids, to open their hearts and to open their minds in this new space. So I'm very, very grateful to be here tonight and over the next couple of nights, even though we're at a time of our own darkness, but to know that these kids are our future and the future is bright and maybe doesn't work when we're talking about our own children. Thank you all for being here tonight. It is a rare privilege to have an ELC director who is also a little bit of an architect, a little bit of a designer, a lot of a visionary educator, and someone who doesn't really sleep very much and who has incredible attention to detail while her pad on in her office says think big, and she knows how to do that too. Alana, your ability, to think big and small, to multitask, to get things done, to do it with a smile is incredibly impressive and energizing. It's been an inspiration to work with you, or more accurately, to watch you work over the past 2 years to make this dream a reality. I'd like to ask you to speak. I'd also like to recognize the ELC teachers. I hope I'm not missing anybody, but the ELC teachers who are here tonight, to Nadine, Paulette, Aderet, Tashira, Liz, Shoshana, amazing, amazing people who are gracing this building every day. Like from the beginning, from 7:45 in the morning, greeting, and it's going to get cold. This is fun, but it's going to get cold. Greeting 220 kids every day, knowing whose birthday it is. This is the truth. Knowing whose birthday it is, and they break out into some kind of dance. What? Yeah. You asked them first. That's great. Really, really amazing and honored to have you at the center and to be here tonight. Alana, thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Welcome. How close? This close? Yes, you could hear me? Okay, great. At the beginning of this amazing journey, as our time in the carriage house was coming to a close and a wonderful new chapter in our ELC story was about to start, I decided to write an anecdotal for the place that we called home for 48 years. As we find ourselves here standing on top of this amazing new structure, I am moved to follow up with another anecdotal. Here it goes. Dear new ELC, it is hard to believe that you have only just rejoined the SIR family. Though we pivoted and shifted in your absence, it feels impossible to imagine that we were ever able to do this without you. Instantly, you became a vital member of our ELC community, and you have already left an indelible mark. Your inherent warmth has been magnetic from the outset, and your space was immediately sought after by teachers and students of all age groups. Your added brightness and zest for color are equally beautiful and inviting. You are leading by example and exceeding our expectations. With you, we could always expect warmth and flexibility, which is why it feels crazy to say that you have elevated yourself in this area, but it's true. With your welcoming disposition, you not only created a fast home for 250 ELC students, but you also welcomed 85 guests from the first grade, and you did it without moving a wall or adjusting a pipe. Such a role model of hachnasat orchim and genuine selflessness, you put on hold the hopes of a sensory gym and an indoor play space, and instead prioritize the need to provide a warm home for students in need. You know and trust that your wonderful dreams from these amazing spaces will soon be realized, and you are content and patient during the complicated time. Sorry, my mask is on. Though you may be a new construction, you exhibit the maturity of a centuries-old castle. placing the larger needs of the community in front of your own, exuding all that we teach, and establishing the standard for all to follow. You exude confidence without arrogance. Just a short time ago, your footprint held a 12,000 square foot building, and now you have sprouted to triple that. And yet, no matter how large you grow, you never lose sight of your essence, the foundation of openness on which you were built. The glass that spans your exterior and envelops each classroom maintains that defining characteristic and furthers your mission. It was an area you committed to improving, and improve you certainly did. Even through this pandemic, you enabled us to stay safe and open. Your outdoor spaces encourage exploration of the world and help us keep children outdoors as much as possible. You create opportunities for climbing, running, and jumping, and never settle for anything less. For any other structure, it would be exhausting to have children running around your walls and through your halls all day and every day. But not for you. You revel in it, feed off of it, and thrive in it. From the constant hum of children laughing, singing, and talking, no matter whether in Hebrew or English, you are electrified. You are deliberate and methodical. Every detail, no matter how big or small, is important to you. You cared enough to coordinate your carpet tiles with the color of each respective floor. You decided to begin counting your floors from 0 because it was important for you to teach an appreciation for the value of 0. As you climb up from floor 0, the wide open staircase, you hear the delightful clamor of children counting stairs and naming colors: green, yellow, red, purple, and blue. By the time they reach the roof, no time has been wasted thanks to you, fully immersed in conversations about colors, numbers, their likes and their dislikes, and the world as they perceive it. And of course, we cannot forget your classrooms. Inviting just scratches the surface, as each room is unique and simultaneously open-ended in thought and in practice. The children control the experience as the teachers guide incredible transformations. Your furniture is a transforming cog in this imagination machine. A loft one day, a hospital the next, an apple orchard the following week, and a voting station later on. When your building is an open-ended wonder world, the sky is no longer the limit. What has not changed is the core of who you are. You have always created a space and continue to create space for all to find their opportunity to shine. Not only did you provide the furniture with a blank canvas to push the boundaries, but also, and perhaps more importantly, you provided the teachers with an enhanced platform to continue their amazing work with children. You know how lucky you are to have these exceptional educators in your midst, and the amazing relationship between you and them has quickly rekindled. I can't wait to see what you come up with next. As we look back on the time that has passed since you were just a 12,000 square foot carriage house, and we take stock of the project that brought us to this point, I can't help but marvel at the accomplishments that you are and the success that you represent. So many people were instrumental to you during your formative months as we carried the idea of you into a reality. Rabbi Krause was committed to making you spectacular. He pushed the project forward and never allowed for complacency nor nostalgia to inhibit the realization of that goal. With Nathan at the helm, you knew everything would come together effectively and efficiently. Nathan is a lot like you, deeply passionate about our community, relentlessly committed to its growth and success, and an inspiration, humbly so, to all who have the privilege to work with him. And of course, you would not be standing here beneath us today if not for Nick and his exceptional handiwork. He literally built you with his own 2 hands, and as we have come to expect but never take for granted, Nick did an unbelievable job. What you know better than anyone or anything is that for us at SAR, children are at the center of everything. They matter most, and they are at the center of our universe. The work that we do within your glass walls walls is life-altering and has the power to shape the world. Stay bright, stay warm, and stay open. Our promise to you is that we will never stop growing and we will never stop creating. Thank you for being a perpetual reminder that anything is possible.
Thank you. We should definitely move back from those rubrics to these prose anecdotals again. That would be great. Thank you, Alana. So, where's Naomi? On Zoom? Naomi called me earlier today and said, I have a sore throat. And then we told her she couldn't come. She's feeling great. We miss you, Naomi, and we're sorry that you can't be here in person, but I promised you a personal tour, and to Adrian and Arthur, we're sorry that you are not able to be here tonight, but same goes for you. The Cooper and Wiener families have been synonymous with SAR for decades. And to me, when you mention the Cooper and Wiener families, the following things come to mind. Incredibly kind, incredibly generous, incredibly modest, incredibly down-to-earth and approachable. Adrian, Rabbi Fold, my mentor and friend, speaks about you as a student like it was yesterday. I'm sorry that you and Arthur can't be here tonight, but know how much this space and this institution means to you, and we are so grateful. Jonathan and Ayelet, if this week's parsha is about chesed, you represent all of that in truly the most beautiful way. Chesed that comes from anava, chesed that's rooted in humility, rooted in the understanding that life is about serving others, caring for others, and figuring out a way to take care of the people around you. Always smiling, always accepting, always encouraging. Naomi and Ardon, Anael represents a rare third-generation SAR student. This is the greatest testimony to our continuity. Gives us so much energy to do the work that we do. I hope that we'll be able to welcome many third-generation students to SAR, but when we were thinking about making tonight meaningful, we thought that your participation through your family's commitment and connection to the school would be most meaningful to us. Moshe and Abby Greenberg were so proud to dedicate the Imagination Playground to the memory of Divi Cooper, someone I did not have the honor to know. But I do have the honor to think about actually every day, as the fund in his name allows us to follow your lead in chesed and humility every single day, and I mean that. So Ardon and Naomi from afar, we are honored to ask you to give a bracha to our new space and to the crowd here tonight. Thank you. Oh, there he is.
Well, hello. Well, I don't exactly have a bracha, but I have a speech. And sorry to disappoint all of you that Naomi's not the one giving this. Naomi wrote this. And so I will do my best to deliver her great speech. Hello, my name is Naomi. Next to me is my husband, Ardon, and he is one of the greatest, most responsible, caring people I know. Give Ardon, blow Ardon a kiss. Okay. Sorry, to be, not to joke anymore. Thank you, Rabbi Krauss, for giving us this opportunity to speak tonight. It's exciting to be here celebrating the ELC's Chanukat Habayit. For us, we're still digesting the fact that we are no longer students, but rather parents. It's strange for us. Thank you, Alana. The entire SAR administration, the staff, the board, and all the many individuals who work tirelessly to make this new building a reality. It's really amazing. And Naomi, if you were here, you'd see it. It really is. You should come. It's great. Our memories of the ELC are of that simple, small house, the old house. Mr. and Mrs. Doyle, who used to live in Nick's house, would actually cook lunch for the entire school. Nick, you'd have a lot of cooking to do. It's really remarkable to see how the carriage house has transformed into this large, beautiful building. When we were in 6th grade at SAR, we learned Pirkei Avot. The Mishnah in Pirkei Avot details the Masorah. Moshe received the Torah at Sinai and transmitted it to Yoshua, Yoshua to the elders, and the elders to the prophets, and the prophets to the Anshe Knesset Hagadola. What the Mishnayot make clear repeatedly is that our practice and love of Torah must be shared collaboratively between the generations. This is the key ingredient to our Masorah and integral to the success of Judaism. It's our understanding of Midor Lador. SAR successfully transmits core Jewish values to young children by making learning fun, dynamic, and exciting. This big, open, beautiful space, the home of our new ELC, will facilitate the continued, lively, joyful learning of Torah. We have been SAR parents for a mere 10 weeks and really have been blown away with what our Anael, a kindergartner, comes home with. Our home is flooded with stories, songs, concepts that make us and her excited for each day here. The energy and the buzz that we remember so fondly is still going strong, and we can feel it. So Naomi and I share a few fun facts. We met here in four-year nursery at the ELC. We were in the same class there. We were in the first graduating class at SAR High School. We were the first SAR High School couple to be married. A few have followed on. And we're the first third generation to send one of their kids here. Adrian went to, I think, the same ELC prior to this new building. So we wanted to thank our parents, Jonathan and Ayelet, Adrian, and David, Zichrono Livracha, for making that decision to send us to SAR, for their continued commitment to the SAR. In the spirit of Midor Lador, we must also thank our grandparents, Sylvia, who is watching on Zoom tonight, and Shep Miller, Zichrono Livracha, were very active participants in the school's founding from its early days as Riverdale Hebrew Day School. I don't think when they were knocking door to door to collect money for a new building, they could have imagined everything that we're looking at in front of us today. We're truly grateful to Hashem for the many blessings bestowed upon us. We pray that all of our children will flourish in this amazing school, and our traditions and love of Torah always get passed on from generation to generation. Thank you.
Pretty sure that qualifies as a bracha. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to conclude with a tefillah. This is a Chanukat Habayit. We are dedicating a space, and I'd like to ask Toby Shapiro. Toby and Ann have also been involved in SAR since the beginning. Paulette is here every day. She didn't only lead a tour tonight, but she leads an amazing classroom every day, a hybrid classroom actually, with most of her students here and some not. And that is an additional challenge, and you've actually been incredibly graceful about that. And a model to other teachers, really. And your commitment and connection to the Riverdale community, the RJC community, the SAR community here is something that we are very grateful for. So please honor us with the Mizmor Shir, Chanukat Habayit. After that, we will close with a brief video. These boxes, the kids are not going to have sushi tomorrow morning. That's still here all night. So please either stick around and have some or take it home and bring it to your kids or whatever. Just take it home, please, because we'd like you to enjoy it. I can't encourage you to socialize much after this, but I want you to come back when kids are here. I want you to be able to invite you back when kids are in the building. We'll have that opportunity as well. But thank you for joining us tonight. We will conclude with this meaningful tefillah, followed by the video, and then we'll be back tomorrow night at 5 o'clock if you want to come. You have it or you need it? You have it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi Krause.
Just closer to the mic, okay?
What?
Just closer to the mic. Yep.
Thank you, Rabbi Krause. It's a privilege for Ann and me to be here tonight. And when I think back to the groundbreaking that took place on this estate some years back, who would have dreamt that we would see what we see here tonight? Kol hakavod, shachiyanu v'kimanu v'giyanu lazman hazeh. Mizmor Shir Chanukat Habayit LeDavid Armimcha Adonai Ki Delisani V'lo Samachti Oivi Li Adonai Elohai Shivisi Elecha V'tarpeini Adonai Ha'elos Min Shoel Nafshi Hiiti Miyardi Bo Zamru Ladonai Chasidav V'hodu Lezecha Kacho Ki Rega Be'apo Chaim Birtzono Be'arba Yelin Bechi Be'laboker Rina Ba'ani Amarti B'shali Bal Amot La'olam Adonai Birtzoncha Amarti Lachar Ri Oz Chazarti Panecha Haisi Nivka Elecha Adonai Ekra Be'el Adonai Et Chanan Ma betza b'dama barot el shachai hayodim apo hayiti amcha shema Adonai b'chaneinu Adonai hayazali hafachti mispadi l'mochar li bitachti shakei v'taler simcha l'man yizamecha k'vol l'lo yidom Adonai Elohai le'olam odeka.
Sorry, just one more word, because it occurred to me. I think it's certainly worthwhile to mention and important to mention. I see Ronnie and Jessica Justin here tonight, and we're talking about people who have been connected to this community for generations, and your family has certainly been that. And your parents and your grandparents, Erica with Ludwig Justice and Zichron Livracha, they continue to leave their mark on this community and really follow those same traits that we've been speaking about tonight. So thank you for being here, and thank you to your family for all that they do for this community. And thank you to everyone. Thanks for taking the time to be here, to see the building, and to be part of this celebration. It means a lot to us. Let's go to the videotape.
אוהב בכל התורה פסח?
אוקיי, הדם הראשון.
how long it takes for a person to write a Torah? I see some letters that have like some crowns on them. Did anybody find the crowns on some of the letters?
Where's yours? Oh, hey, you got disappointed too, and it's right next to the other one. You know what disappointed means? Hey, good morning. Let me check you in. I'm going to take your temperature.
Thank you all. Mazal tov, Laila tov. There are 3 ways to get down. There are 2 staircases for two staircases from here, as well as an elevator, and figure that out, please. Thank you. Good night. Stay safe. Take the food. Take food.